country like, why are you listening to Nelly so much new? I'm not listening to Nelly. I'm on Instagram, baby.
Hey, throw it like a stripper.
Hey.
Kick back, guys! JB, what's the name of the podcast?
Nigga, as always, it's a pod named Kickback. A pod named Kickback. It's like a Tribe Called Quest. You say the whole thing.
Oh, wow. Who was hood? I'm not being hood.
You are hood.
I'm being good.
All the time.
Oh,
He ain't got no act right. None.
I got my American flag shirt on. The American flag.
You don't even. Never mind.
I was about to say,
I'm an
you
expat.
fuck with
I'm an
America
expat.
like that.
Okay?
Y'all trying to get me deported or something?
Where they gonna port you to DC?
Yeah.
You don't want to go there.
Uptown.
You don't want to go there
Yeah,
right
you
now.
don't want to
Not right now.
around with DC right now.
Well, welcome to a pod named Kickback. Y'all didn't tell me to go live on Clubhouse. See?
Oh,
y'all
go
are
live
racist.
on Clubhouse.
Y'all are racist.
No, you forgot to go live on Clubhouse.
Thank you for telling me.
You welcome.
I forgot to.
I'm telling them. You forgot to go live on Clubhouse.
Oh. Thanks, guys.
You're welcome.
Low on your Facebook page?
Huh?
Is Low on your Facebook page?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, cool. Then that should work.
Share.
We're starting a room. Give us 1 second, guys.
You know
1
he's
second.
old. He got figured out.
What I do? Open? We can do open.
I've never done it.
Add a
so.
topic. Let's add a topic. A pod named.
Named?
Named. Kickback. Give me. What's some big stories we talking about? The insurrection.
the viral story. Bust it.
Oh,
What the fuck are you writing?
I can't. I'm better with my middle finger than my thumb. Ask some people you know.
So the viral story, busted. The
Halo.
what the fuck story.
You want me to ask them? No.
You got it right there on the board.
Lori Harvey.
Look at the board.
American Skin.
Y'all talking shit while I'm doing this.
I am talking. I've been talking.
Mel's been quite loquacious, actually. Mel, how are you doing? How have you been?
I'm doing well.
By the way, y'all, this is So Mellow, our special guest this week.
Hi.
Mellow, say hi to the people.
Hi, everybody. I haven't been on in a while. I've missed all of you. I know you've missed my wonderful personality and my amazing good looks. But no, I'm happy to be here. Thank you guys for having me today.
As always.
I hope I can add a little Melanie spice.
Melanie Spice.
Absolutely,
I like
absolutely. And now that we're live on Clubhouse, let me do this the right way.
Indeed.
Actually, let me get the mic, the phone closer to you guys. We've never gone live on Clubhouse, guys, so bear with us a little
We're
bit.
doing all kinds of things today.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is like
TriCast.
yeah, this is like
Simulcast.
going to like the trap. It's like going to trapeze for the first time. You just like you don't know what's going on. You just doing shit and it's trying to figure it out as you do it.
This is not at all like trapeze. As a person who's been to trapeze,
Well, I've been to trapeze. I had an okay time.
When did you go to trapeze?
I told you about my trapeze time.
I don't remember.
I went with my
You don't
homegirl.
remember that story? Yeah.
I don't remember this.
And do you remember when after we established that I went, and then somebody was mad that I didn't go with them, and then you stood
don't
up for
remember
me.
this
It was like
at all.
He went with his homegirl. He didn't go with like Boo Boo, his bae. He went with his homegirl. But even though we wound up doing shit in there, because if a man and a woman go to trapeze together, like
Things are going down.
It's about to go down. I would not go to trapeze in 2021.
You know,
this shit crazy.
Not.
COVID. That's a COVID.
Not.
Not.
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
It is still open.
It is still open.
Nigga, strip clubs are still open.
Yes, strip clubs.
All right, well, field trip to we going to motherfucking trapeze.
No, fuck with
Nah,
that.
Okay, we're not. All right.
Nigga.
Never mind.
Yeah,
I guess
I'll
I
see
won't.
you in the hospital.
Right?
Can you tag everybody? Just hit their faces.
Okay.
All the way down. Just all the way down.
Smack,
All the way down.
smack.
It's like 100 something.
I got you. I'm not.
You're maleficent. You're cool.
Oh.
Welcome to a pod named Kickback, also known as the Black CNN, and the revolution will be televised. I'm no breaks new, the righteous ratchet. If you throw it, I'll catch it. If you got it, I'll match it. Every Monday, we right back at it. I am the Black Savage.
What up, y'all? What up? It's JB Frank. I'm that gangster geek coming at you every goddamn week, every goddamn Monday. Always representing NWA, Nerds with Attitude. Happy Shmonday, everybody. And Mello.
What up, y'all? It's your girl So Mellow, aka the Conscious Creep. The forgot the rest of my tagline.
Breaker of men, the wearer of
let's
chains.
not even do it.
The wearer of body chains.
I love to eat. I love to beat meat. I no. I had a whole line in my head, but that wasn't it. So
that was a pretty good
I'm
one,
here.
though.
I let it eat meat, the conscious creep, freak in the streets, and got all the deets. There you go.
Hey.
All right. Welcome back to So Mellow. For the new kickbackers that don't know, she's one of our early co-hosts.
Indeed.
She co-hosted with us as the
longest.
third host. For a good minute, and then we had her on with another female co-host for another good minute, and she's a frequent guest, so you'll see her around.
Indeed.
Eventually, she'll be back again. Let's see. Let me think about it. Our topics. Well, first we got to send a shout out to our sponsor, Mo's Marvelous Cleaning. If I could turn the camera around and show you my apartment, you would see the floors are mopped, the carpets vacuumed, the dishes are clean, my old record album CDs are dusted, and my condom drawer is immaculate. And that's because of the services of Mo's Marvelous Cleaning. She actually broke down my oven and got in and scrubbed everything. My oven looks like it's brand new now.
I need to borrow her.
Well, yes, you do, and you get a discounted rate if you use the code Kickbackers.
Right.
You get a discounted rate.
Well, Mo's Marvelous
Cleaning.
I will be reaching out to you because I got some work for you.
And she the homie. And just really quickly, y'all, she lost her job with all this pandemic shit. So she started a cleaning service. And now she makes twice as much as she made with her job, with her cleaning service. Yeah. So shout out to Mo. A few kickbackers have hit her. She's letting me know that she's gotten business from you guys. Let me give you a number or something. Because we do it on Facebook, but on the pod, I haven't given out the number. Right. So everybody got your pen? I'm about to read the number to you.
Or your cell phone.
Or your cell phone. Can you read this shit?
Oh my God, he's old.
That shit, I can't read it.
678-887-1585.
That is smaller than a motherfucker.
Thank you. I'm like, I can't read that shit.
Well,
it's Mo's Marvelous Cleaning. There's no E. M-O-S. Marvelous Cleaning at gmail.com.
And they go, Mo was live. She watching us.
Hey, Mo.
That's Mo right there. Right there.
Hey, Mo.
She popped in at the perfect moment.
Yeah, you popped in at the perfect moment. She's like, let me check them out, make sure they give me my sponsorship.
Right. Come on, baby. We professional,
you work
man.
for it, girl.
We professional.
Hell yeah, you clean up behind me and JB. Jesus.
Goddamn right, yeah.
The number is bigger on the other side. Oh, it is. Damn, yeah. That's what we got to the ladies sometimes. Ladies is bigger on the other side. Once you get it hard,
he's a grower, not a shower.
Growing out of shower.
678-887-1585. That's again 678-887-1585. Thank you, Mo.
Oh God,
that was great. Oh, all right, we're gonna start the podcast, man. Thank y'all for tuning in. I know you're here to hear about dating in Atlanta. I know you're here to hear about what's going on with the American Skin Cheap movie and the One Night in Miami movie. You want to know about WandaVision. You want to know what's going on with Harden. You want to know what's going on with Trump in D.C. We got you. We're gonna start it right here, goddammit. High low of the week.
no doubt.
Mel, since you, actually, I won't put you on the spot.
I was like, what?
Let's hear one of us first. We do a high of the week and a low of the week. JB, what was your high? JB, what was your low? and then we'll toss. Well, I'll go next so you can think about it. Now.
Okay, my high of the week was a good one. It kind of ties into my low. I was able to get a lot of really, really, really good exercise this weekend. Managed to walk over 10 miles, almost 11 miles this weekend. So I feel really, really good. My legs are sore, but it's that good kind of like, you know, like right after a whole lot of fucking kind of sore. Like,
oh,
feel
yeah,
good.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Like shit, my back hurt, my calves hurt, and my hands hurt.
I got a 9-pack now.
I'm
good. I'm
Gucci.
You know what? Cut on my phone.
So anyway, why did I get all of this exercise? Because I got a flat tire Thursday night and wound up having to walk back and forth from the gas station to and from the gas station like 4 times. I'm not joking. That's not a lie, actually. To try and get the tire back on my car. And it was a fucked up situation. I was out a little bread. So that's my low of the week. It was you know, shitty, but I got good exercise out of it. So it is what it is.
So that was your high and your low?
Yeah.
Okay. Jeremy said the Chiefs winning was his high of the week. But what's up with Mahomes?
Yeah, that's real.
What's up with Mahomes? JFG?
Yeah.
Jeremy from Germany. What's up with Mahomes? Is he going to be okay? Because I got him and Aaron Rodgers in the Super Bowl, so we need to talk about that. My high and low, and everybody on Clubhouse, can you hear us? This is our first time broadcasting on Clubhouse, so somebody say something or do something or raise your hand if you can hear us. And if you don't raise your hand, I assume you can't.
Hey, Liana.
Hey, Liana. Oh, hi, Liana. Got you. Thank you so much. Bet. Hey, what up, Big Chuck? J. Lou in the building. Shout out to everybody on Clubhouse tuned in. My high of the week was just getting reorganized. I got a new shipment from Pharmacy for Life. So I got my sea moss, my vitamin B, C, and D, my black seed oil, which, ooh, Mel, are you willing to taste black seed oil live on the podcast? It has nothing but health benefits. Yes, you are. Bet. I'll be right back, Kickbackers. I gotta go get the black seed oil so we can have
made that shit sound like like some shit though, didn't he? But the look on his face. Are you willing? Are you willing to take the black seed oil challenge? Like, what the fuck?
Well, black seed oil, it has a lot of health benefits. It expels mucus. It helps regulate your blood sugar.
I spit this shit out on you. Don't be mad.
Whoa. I'm used to women spitting shit out on me. It's cool. I actually like it. But moving past that part, hey, I'm in the split play.
You set that up, right?
You actually did.
You know
so
like,
shout out to Pharmacy for Life.
This
is their black seed oil. It helps, like I said, expel mucus. It helps regulate your blood sugar. It helps regulate your blood pressure. And if you apply it topically, it can help with acne and hair growth. That's why my beard is so illustrious, bitches. My beard is illustrious. But Mel, I want you to try the black seed oil as I tell them what my low of the week was. My low of the week was I found out I was fat. I just was like, hey, I'm fat.
Nigga, you just found that?
Wow, really? That's so glad you went on the mic when you said that.
You just found that out?
Yeah.
But like, I realized but I don't, me and JB so much shit earlier. I don't know. You're supposed to get a whole tablespoon.
I wanted to smell it first and
Okay.
see what it tastes like. What am I?
Do you smell a dick
for?
before you suck it out? I'm so confused.
Actually.
Oh, well, hey, if you know.
Yes.
Oh, right. Well.
Because if you smell like musty nuts, I don't want to put that in my mouth.
Yeah, I understand. Okay, Jeremy said Mahomes just a concussion, so hopefully he can play next week.
Yeah.
There's so many health benefits in black seed oil. Shout out to Pharmacy for Life. That is the company I use to get all my health nutrients, vitamins, and minerals. We're going to watch Mel taste this. If you're not on YouTube or Facebook, you're not seeing this, but she's holding it up, and she looks like it's Vladimir Putin's dick in her hand. And she's like, "Argh," or Donald Trump's like, "Argh."
I was like, it's more like Donald Trump's dick.
Yeah. But
I feel like Putin probably has bigger dick than Trump.
I need to. Okay.
I don't know anything.
What I need you to do is I need you to be a Monica Lewinsky
And put it in my
and
mouth?
put it in your mouth. Save the nation.
Because I'm from, not from Atlanta, but I'm in Atlanta, and that's all we do is save the nation.
Exactly.
Hey.
So go ahead and chug a lug. And let us know how it tastes.
It smells like the hair oil I put in my hair today.
I'm going to tell you what I think after you give us your description. And I bet I'll nail it. I bet I'll describe it perfectly. But you give us your description first.
I already said what it smelled like.
Well, now put it in your mouth. I can know it.
Put it in your... Okay. I'm scared.
Just do it, woman, before it spills. Give her mic. Where your mic?
Oh, it's gross. It's so it's fucking terrible.
But that shit might have saved your life.
So what did it taste like?
Look
Look at her face, yo.
Tell mommy.
But all the vitamins and minerals we just gave you.
Okay, it's terrible. Tell mommy.
To the mic.
I'm telling mommy.
So this is how I describe it. It tastes like pencil shavings.
Yeah.
If you ever sharpen your pencil and smell that, that's what it tastes like.
Yeah.
How would you describe it?
It smells and tastes like the oil that I put on my hair. This is oil that I bought for Instagram that got like the African shit in it, like the hair shit, like the lady from like Cameroon or something like that use it. It's got all that. It's got like all the oils and stuff, and it smells just like this.
Well, I mean, he said that this
Well,
stuff
you can't
is
apply
supposed
it
to,
topically.
yeah. He
That
said
shit
that.
is terrible.
It is, but the health benefits are amazing. And Jay, make sure we're looking at the top camera for YouTube and not the bottom camera for Facebook as much. Love y'all Facebook, but YouTube pay the bills, Facebook don't.
I'm going back and forth.
I know what's about to come. I'm just good. Okay, I don't know what. That sounds like something a woman said to me. I know what's about to come. But
yeah.
we'll move on. So my low of the week was just me being fat and realizing I was fat. In Mel's face.
Liana, it was terrible.
Hi, Liana.
It was terrible.
So we did Mel, what was your high? I guess this is your low of the week.
Yeah.
So what was your high?
That was definitely my low of the week. My high of the week is that I've managed to lose 5 pounds.
Hey.
So over the duration of COVID, I have gained 20, but I'm now back down to 183. So I'm pleased. I can't complain about that.
That's what's up.
And it looked good on me too, so.
And you got your body chain on, little jacket,
I'm
little
low.
finger waves, looking like Missy Misdemeanor. Hey, put that away. Take your cut her tongue off.
No, she's my friend. Why would I do that? Why would I do that?
All right, so as we're entering into the show, like we said, we're talking about dating in Atlanta, Lori Harvey. We got to talk about, Donald Trump's insurrection. We got to talk about this whole Spellhouse fiasco, American Skin, and One Night in Miami. First, we're still making our way through. So, Mel, what's different with you since you were a permanent host on the show? That's about, 2 years? Mm-hmm. What's changed in your life and what's changed with you?
Well, one, my hair.
Boom.
When I was on the show before, I had locks. So now I'm bald. And I think I'm pretty fine with this short haircut. I just put some things
Look at all the women trying to say you cute
I am
and how
cute.
good you
Thank
look.
you.
Oh,
Thank
hush
you,
it up, ladies.
Thank you. Get them together. But let's see. I had left my job, then went back to my job.
Is that a toxic
I've been on my
relationship?
grind. I needed time. I needed time to be away. I wanted to pursue my catering thing, but ended up working in a barbecue restaurant that turned out to be like one of the worst experiences of my life. I love the food.
Okay.
Shout out Beast Cracking Barbecue, but organizationally, there was a lot of shit going on.
I still haven't tried that. I'm gonna go try it, and I gotta try that chicken place in our neighborhood, JB. I'm gonna try both of those. Those would be my cheat days for the rest of January. One and the other one. So
Yeah.
we're going to be together.
Beast doesn't exist right now, and he's
shit.
coming. But I actually ran into him a couple weeks ago at Home Depot, so we had a good little chat, a catch up, and he will be back. Hey, Quincy, he'll be back this year under Brian Furman Barbecue. So I will definitely let y'all know when that comes back, because that is definitely my favorite barbecue. I love the food. Love you, Brian. Happy belated birthday. I know you ain't gonna see this, but anyway. But yeah, food is great. Food's great, and operationally it has changed. So a lot of the shit that was going on ain't there no more.
So there's a chance you may go back.
No.
Well, all right. So what's different in your personal life? Or did you give us that?
Personally, I'm still single as fuck. So if y'all got some friends, you want to put me on with, let me know. Because bitch is single. Okay?
Do our friends have to be single too?
Yes, preferably. I mean, unless they're really openly poly, because y'all know about their poly life. But if they married and cheating, please don't send them my way.
I was gonna say J. Lou in Clubhouse, but he got some things going on.
Please do not send them my way. I'm done. I've done married niggas. I'm tired of married niggas. I'm not fucking with no more married niggas.
All right, Lori Harvey.
That's a good thing.
And speaking of Lori Harvey,
wait, did y'all do what's different in your life, or is that just for me?
I guess we should do that. Well, Mel, since you've been on the show, what's different with me? In my personal life, I have, shit. I'm doing the same old shit I've been doing. I'm still fucking young chicks. I'm sorry. I'm playing.
I was like, okay.
Professionally, I'm about to enter in a new journey, but I've also, with insurance, still in insurance, but having my own. And that'll happen before this first quarter's over. But JB and I have started a clothing line, merch for the podcast. I mean, we got T-shirts, shirts, hoodies, partner and kickback condoms. Like we kind of like expanded our reach and our brand, and that's one thing that was different. We didn't have those.
Yeah, I'm proud of y'all for that too. Yeah, y'all did a great job.
Thank you.
I'm proud of y'all. All this merch and shirts and shit. Like, hey, you need a conscious creature.
If I put my pants down, you would see the condom.
No.
Because you're not wearing a condom every day. Like a mask.
No. JB, what's different in your life?
Thank you. What's different in my life? Let's see. Since you were on the show, I have changed industries, changed careers, basically, changed jobs. Now I'm doing business analytics for an insurance company, whereas before I was doing private consulting. So that's a little different. I mean, really, that's about it. Really, not much more.
I got fat.
Well,
I'm sore in my feelings about this gut.
I also got fat.
I can't wait to.
Because I don't go. If I went sideways like Ice Cube and just became a bigger human, I'd be cool. It's just all gut. I'm like, dog, can I get some shit on the side? Can I get a bigger head if my arms bigger? It's just no all stomach.
At least you didn't swell up like Busta Rhymes.
Well, yeah. He done lost some weight lately. He looking smaller than me.
Yeah.
I still look 8 months pregnant.
Weight. Jasmine Sullivan lost weight.
Oh, please don't mention her name on the podcast, or I'm gonna have to play her song.
Yeah, he's gonna play that
song.
Please,
again. She spits on
played that shit like played that shit like 85 times last week.
She deserves it. She is a classy woman. I love you, Jasmine Sullivan, and you too, Ari Lennox. My dream threesome is now you two. It was Rihanna and Ashanti. Now it's y'all two. Sit on it. Oh, well, anyway, so my left stroke just went viral. Our viral story of the week. Oh, let me play it. I gotta make sure y'all understand what I'm talking about when I say the viral story of the week. I don't know what the name of the song is. I can't find it. Oh, it's okay. Well, good. Thank you, Mel.
Excellent.
Bucking big. Bust
it. Hey, young. I don't watch the Bust It Challenge. Yeah. And I am so proud of you ladies. Come through, ladies.
I want to tell y'all my Bust It Challenge story.
We're going to get to that.
Yeah.
I love women. We're visual creatures. So sometimes it's not all about what you say. It's about what we can see. And in the Busted Challenge, we see you in your chill mode, bang the house mode, or when you know, just doing your own thing mode. And we respect that too. Because if I look at you and you got on sweatpants and you at the mall with your head wrapped, but you went to go grab one quick thing from CVS, I can look at you and go, oh, you a dime.
Yeah.
If you get dressed up, you a fucking dime. Well, you know, or 9, whatever. So that, this isn't us looking our best shot. I'm watching them.
Still a pretty fucking good shot for a lot of them.
I
oh, that's your,
she gonna be fine when
right.
She girl, you fine head
What was Samoa to do, man, when they drop down?
Bust it.
And it dropped, and I be like, oh, this is the fancy view. Put my tongue in your butt. I'm like, good God, goddamn.
Okay.
Hey, hold the time out, and I know this is gonna be real weird, but shout out to Medina from Cocktails Dirty Discussions.
Oh yeah, her jump was gorgeous.
Definitely could get a, as Solomon the God used to say, a fart sucked out of her butt. Nigga, like Medina's been on the podcast, we done kicked it, we done hung out several times. And I'm like, oh yeah, she bad, but I never really, you know, like, she bad, okay, whatever. Medina, I don't know if this clip gonna find you, but
yeah, she bad.
let's hope this clip finds you before I find you, goddamn.
Oh, Lord.
Medina looking like.
What did we just talk about, dude? What did we just talk about?
Oh, dating with purpose?
Yes. And others.
Did you see her
amongst
challenge?
other things.
Did you see her challenge?
But I'm just
That's
saying.
You gotta see that challenge.
That's dating with purpose.
You gotta see that challenge.
Because we done had this conversation.
Okay, yeah. Mel been getting on me about my dating
challenge.
habits.
That is a
how
challenge
I
I'll
need to
undertake anytime though, because
Let me tell y'all the story of me.
Tell us your
my
busted
busted
story,
challenge,
Mel.
okay? So I attempted to do the busted challenge on Friday. I had on some leggings and my Howard sweatshirt, a hat, just looking busted, right?
H.U.
And so then I like recorded it, right? I was on TikTok and like did the first initial recording, like hey, like my butt getting big, right? And then I took the shower, tried to do my finger waves, had to change outfits 7 times, trying to figure out what I'm gonna do, Then I'm like trying to do the dance, right? In front of the camera, make sure the camera angle right, because it's a whole lot of effort that goes into these types of things. Y'all might not realize it, but
we realize it. We were talking about that shit earlier today. How that shit probably takes hours.
Yes, this is exactly why I don't do the challenges, because there's so much effort that is put into
it's
them.
like a day
because
project.
I don't feel like doing that shit. Like all this, like I should technically have done it today because I was looking busted earlier and now I look cute.
I thought you were busted earlier.
I mean, I never really look busted. Even my dress down is a 7.
Ooh, told you.
But no, for real. Like, it was a lot that I went through to get to this point. And then, like, I finally figured it out, got the dance move right, and had, like, recorded it. But then when I recorded it, I accidentally overlapped it over top of another video. So then I had to, like, delete part of it off. And then I accidentally ended up deleting the whole fucking thing. So I was like...
Hold up. Your old ass knees can do the challenge?
Challenge.
Listen,
challenge.
Yes. First
challenge.
of all,
I'm impressed.
And that shit was kind of like a workout because I felt it in my legs.
Because your knees are like 4 or 5 years older than what you actually are.
So if my knees are that old, imagine how old your
knees
are.
But I don't have the busted challenge.
I don't care. He still got old knees.
Well, yeah.
Go ahead, stand up. Let's hear him pop.
I can't stand up right now.
I bet you can. They're probably locked in place.
I was thinking about Medina Monroe's busted challenge, and I have an erection.
He needs a knee replacement.
Shout out to Medina. Medina gonna see this shit like, no, what the hell are you saying? I'm sorry, Medina.
He meant it. He ain't sorry.
She looks good as fuck.
Hey, I went back and watched our episode with Medina. I was like, I should have hollered. Like, I should have said something. Medina bad as shit. But anyway, moving on.
She's a funky coma Medina.
She a funky coma, and I want to do the wild thing. Okay, Okay, never mind. Oh, I could be tone low. My voice. I could be tone low. I'm like tone broke. Moving on. Lori Harvey, another beautiful. You know what I think? When I think of Lori Harvey, I think of beauty. I do. But I also think of 24. And I'm not dating anybody under the age of like 34 right now.
Because you know he's 50.
So anyway.
I'm 44. I'll be 45 in April.
So 50.
Melanie.
So 50.
No. I'm closer to 50 than I am to 30, but that's about it. Shit, I'm about to be closer to 50 than I am to 40.
So
yeah.
50.
Christ.
Yeah.
My God.
Yeah.
How do I still look this beautiful? How do I still look so youthful? I'm like, my God, have you seen me?
Time marking down.
I got
prosthetics.
Prosthetic skin.
Lord.
Well, shit, where we go? Lori Harvey is now dating Michael B. Jordan.
Yep.
Adonis Creed, if you will.
Killmonger. Mr. With that bullshit.
Sidebar.
He was talking about standing sideways so his fat don't show.
Really, Mel?
You don't want to talk about you fat.
You fat shaming me right now?
Yes.
Wow.
You fat shaming yourself. Cut that shit.
Hold on, I'm about to do a sit up.
Ooh, did you just fart?
That was the sofa.
I was like, what the fuck was that? I heard that shit too. Look at him with his halfway sit-ups and shit.
I'm doing sit-ups right now.
You're halfway sit-ups. You about to kick the light over and you already had a 45-degree angle. Trying to sit up.
I did a sit-up. I did like 3 sit-ups.
You did a half up.
He did 3/3 of the sit-ups.
But all of them together is one.
One, maybe, yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, Lori Harvey's now dating Michael B. Jordan.
After she's dated Future,
Diddy, JB, and Mel, and a few other people.
I wouldn't.
But you know, I'm not mad at her.
Yeah.
Like Slick, I'm not mad either. Like
the only side I've ever given Lori Harvey was when she went from dating Diddy's son to Diddy. But other than that, girl, do your thing.
I'm not 100% sure.
Write the book. Do like your daddy wrote Think Like a Man, and you wrote Think Like a Man, and what do you say? Act like that nigga too.
Yeah, ladies don't do that. We don't like men. Don't like dating men. So don't. Well, unless they're gay. So a nigga like me and JB wouldn't want a woman who thought like us and acted like us. That's like dating a nigga. We don't date niggas. We date women. So that is very, very bad advice.
She doing something right out here. So Lori, go ahead and write your book.
But you know what the thing with Lori that I respect? I haven't seen a messy breakup. No. I haven't seen a bunch of trash.
Nope.
She dates a guy, you think she with him, and then she pops up with another nigga, and you be like, oh, she with him now.
I guess she's dating him now.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it. Like, who gives a fuck? Like, do your thing, baby.
She's 24, and she is Lady Harvey.
Yeah.
Lady Lori of House Harvey. From Bridgerton.
Yeah, Bridgerton.
And she's the new most eligible bachelorette.
Yeah, and she
I ain't mad.
Why the fuck not?
You know what I'm saying?
Have your fun.
Lady Harvey.
She too young for me, but I think JB might still take that.
So let's move on to
another.
I was like,
first, like Rizzo did.
She might be too young until she takes the panties off.
I mean, she's legal.
Exactly.
She's legal. Exactly. I mean, I'm down to have a interesting weekend in a foreign country with her.
I bet she was wearing Future ass out. Sorry.
I mean, maybe. I don't know what to.
Both of y'all kind of like just got stuck for a second.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't have any reason to defend Future or to.
I got nothing to say about that. That's between them.
Maybe. I don't know.
I got my money's on Lori.
My money is on Ashanti. Hey, boo. Your verses is this week with Keisha Cole. Thursday night.
COVID again.
Really?
Yes.
Don't do this. Don't do this. My baby went through enough. Her mama and daddy was in the hospital. Yeah, let's not do this. Shout out to Ashanti, baby. Hey, look, baby.
Ariana.
She doing $95 1 minute phone Zoom meet and greets.
1 minute?
60 seconds. I'm considering
For $95?
I'm considering it. To have that conversation.
Oh my God.
Like kickbackers, hold up. Y'all don't want me to talk to Ashanti for 60 seconds?
No.
And add it into the podcast?
For $100?
JB, what you think?
She's not worth it.
For $95? Fuck no. For a minute? A minute?
She's not worth
Think
it.
about how quick a minute is,
Think about how much I can do in a minute. Man, you can get a woman pregnant in a minute.
Yeah, but you're not.
You can breach the Capitol in a minute.
You're not nowhere near her or the Capitol.
But I love her.
I don't care. She's not.
You don't care if I talk to her?
No.
That sounds like the ultimate fan trap. I don't even understand.
I love her.
Who would ever do that?
Nobody cares.
But I love her. You guys know this.
Like, what the fuck can you even say in a minute?
I love you.
Well, that only takes like 2 seconds.
Right. But I can say it 80 times.
And then she hang
I
up on you.
I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you.
She hang up on your ass. Like, click. Next caller.
Yeah, she would never. If I paid it though, she would never take me seriously.
Nope.
It's like dating a girl with an OnlyFans page. Once you subscribe, she ain't licking your ass. Like, you know, now you're a fan. So I get it.
We always do. I don't get it. Yeah.
All right, so
it always happens.
Our dating in Atlanta video just became our most viewed YouTube video ever.
No doubt.
And we wanted to revisit dating in Atlanta and kind of give you guys some, you know, just kind of talk about that whole scene. I know a lot of the homies on Facebook and home Mets, we had a whole conversation about that. And I wanted to bring some of that here. So, Dionne as the lone lady.
Very ghetto. Do not recommend.
Dating in Atlanta is very ghetto.
Do not recommend. No. What's funny is though, like, okay, first of all, I don't go nowhere. Second of all, I don't talk to people. I don't like people. Like, I usually meet people through my friends or something. So, again, if you have a friend that you would like to send my way, please send them my inbox.
I owe you some friends. I'm fully aware.
You do, because you keep fucking mine. Joking, but very serious.
Very serious.
But
reality.
But no, like recently my IG's been popping, and so people have been like sliding in my DM. So shout out to the guy who has been in my DMs the last week or so out in California.
Oh! What up, Snoop? What up, Snoop Dogg? Is it Snoop?
No. Oh. He does play the piano, and I like guys that play pianos. They are good with their hands.
With the fingers.
We are good with our hands, by the way.
They know what to do with them.
Really good.
Come here.
Maybe I'll meet you one day. Who knows?
Really good with their hands. So, yeah. You're going to tickle them ivories, huh?
All right. Dating in Atlanta, when we did the first episode discussing this, we talked about the hardships and the difficulties. And I talked about how I hadn't experienced them the first 6-7 years here, but, you know, in like the 8th year, it was a little rough. And now I'm in my 9th year in Atlanta, and I'll say that I met some challenges in 2020. You know, we got the crazy girl. Y'all know how that shit went. So I've had some shit.
And bitch, if you see this video, I wish the fuck you would say something else.
My family know you.
Yeah. Listen, I'm ready to see this bitch. Like, I'm so ready to see her.
She was
I'm not gonna say your name, ho, but I will fuck you up. But anyway,
she was wilding out. Yeah, she was wilding out for real. That shit was fucking fuck nuts crazy.
Yeah, let's not even give that no more time.
Yeah, exactly.
Crazy is crazy.
Moving on. Yeah, no doubt.
But I've had some weird experiences. Was that Spanish?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Shout out to J-Lo. I had some weird dating experiences, and so now I'm kind of like, maybe dating in Atlanta is a little weird. Like I denied it and was like, nah, I'm meeting all of these great women with big asses and shit. But like, maybe it is a little crazy. My personal experience has shown me that this is what I've taken from watching everybody else and watching myself. Because I have a group of niggas that I know that are like, they in Atlanta sucks because the women are just trash and they all hoes and it's crazy. And then I got a group of homegirls that I know, they're like, they in Atlanta trash because the men are all hoes and they shady. And I'd be like, y'all should meet each other because obviously y'all are the ones that aren't, and y'all only think, each gender thinks the other gender is trash. And I'm like, but I got good men over here that are looking for good women, and I got good women over here that are looking for good men. I don't feel like it's trash. I don't feel like all the women are bad. I don't feel none of that type of shit. What I do feel is that it's a challenge because what's interesting to me is men and women, depending on what you're into, will date you and date you relatively seriously, but not like you.
Right.
Like, they go like, this ain't the one for me, but I'm going to date them seriously. And it's like, well, why are you doing that?
Yeah.
And that is what I've noticed. There are women who are getting caught up in men who are giving them way more time, and it makes them think that it's a real thing. And men are dating women who are giving them way more time, and that makes them think it's a real thing. So a lot of times what I've noticed is people are dating people who don't take them as serious as they're showing them. So you could be in what you think is a whole ass relationship, and really you're a space filler, a place filler. And I think that's the trap.
Like, whole time they don't even fuck with you like that.
Like, whole time.
Yeah, that's real.
And I think that's what's happening. People are dating because people, I think, are now, their dating paradigm is a little different. So they're willing to date, go on dates, vacation, do all of the shit that they would do with a potential spouse with somebody they cool with. And I think that's where people are getting fucked up. And that's what I wanted to bring to this discussion as opposed to the same old, it's bad out here. I think that people are lowering their standard for dating behavior, but are maintaining their standard for dating status.
Yeah.
I would do everything with you that I would do in a relationship.
But fall in love, basically.
But fall in love with you.
Yeah. And that causes a problem, right? Because basically you're setting yourself up for consistent disappointment because subconsciously you feel like you're wasting your time, even though you were the one who made the choice to put yourself in that position. So it creates a dichotomy where you can't help but be disappointed. You walking around dating, doing whatever, doing all of the lovey-dovey shit, seeing other motherfuckers lovey-dovey, and you're really not. It sets you up for disappointment. You can't, there's a disparity in what's going on with your actions and how you feel. And that's a problem. I can say quite honestly that I haven't had that experience because honestly, I don't put that much of an investment in dating when I go out when I go out on dates with people. I
think that you're conflating the two because this isn't happening on date 1.
Oh no,
this is happening on date 20. I think you got to get to date 20 to be in that situation.
I'm very glad you said that because my point is, if I'm not feeling it on date 2 or 3, there probably isn't going to be a date 20. That's just what it is.
Because you old school, just like me,
right? I just like to make it to date 1 because I haven't been on a date in forever. I was seeing a guy last year, and that ended a few months ago. But other than that, I haven't really been seeing anybody. It's just generally hard for me to actually meet people and then meet people that I actually like.
Jesus.
So, once again, shout out piano player. I got my eye on you a little bit. We had a nice video.
Tickle the ivories, pimpin'. Get her.
But it's very rare for me to even go out on a date. And COVID isn't helping that. Like,
bullshit.
I am someone who didn't really date like that before COVID. So COVID made it even harder. So I've like tried to do more online dating.
Which sucks.
I am fucking terrible at online dating. Okay?
I am. It's awful.
I'm bad at creating the profile. I can't get enough of my personality to like translate onto the profile. So I think I just come off really dry. And then when you slide in my DM, I'm not really responsive, especially not on the apps. I'm probably more active on Instagram because that seems to be the site I spend most of my time on.
Yeah, I'm more active on Facebook than Facebook groups.
But yeah, dating for me is tough.
Shout out to y'all.
It's tough.
Yeah, I mean, and
hey,
the whole virtual dating thing just makes it even fucking worse, right? So now, I mean, dating is rugged right now because you gotta find a place, you gotta do the research and shit, you gotta find a place with outdoor seating if you're gonna go out with somebody. Make sure everything is cool. Like, I've done it.
No, you don't. It's Atlanta. We wide open.
Shit.
Yeah, but also, I've started virtual dates, which has opened me up to long distance relationships, which I wasn't really open to before. When I started dating polyamorously, I started being more open because I'm like, I can have you in Texas and her here, or you in DC and her here. So I got a little
area codes.
So,
right.
So for a virtual date, would you like order some food on Uber Eats and have it delivered to their house?
Absolutely. And then we watch a movie together. We watch American Skin. I order their food. I order my food. And then we eat and on FaceTime and watch the movie together. I've done it.
I just have to find somebody to do it with.
But that's been the piano player.
We'll see. He got to make it that far.
True.
Hey,
this is like a very new thing, and you know,
hey, crawl before you walk.
You know, we have a connection, but let's see.
The tribe supported me and propped me up into the virtual dating distance thing. So shout out to the tribe. That's what got me kind of like, all right, I'll try it. And then you saw that shit went south.
I tried that.
That shit went south.
I tried that shit twice, and I couldn't. I mean, it was cool, but it just wasn't as good as like the person to person, face to face interaction. It just got boring to me, like for real. And y'all know me, I ain't the type of nigga to sit down in front of a TV and just sit there ever at any point. So in the middle of the date, I'm getting up, walking around and shit just because I can't sit still. She's like, oh, I'm having such a nigga. Where you going? Oh, I gotta piss. I gotta go get another drink. I gotta you know, it's hard to stay engaged during that online shit. And like I said, the person to person shit is even weirder during COVID. It's like COVID kind of made all of the issues that we had with dating in Atlanta a little bit worse because we're so isolated now. And isolation causes you to kind of lock into your own way of doing things.
Isolated now. Atlanta isn't.
Fair enough.
Atlanta is wide open.
Wide open. It's a gaping hole.
I'm not going to be
Atlanta
dating
is
anybody who's wide open, though.
But that's another thing. Women, I think, I like you. I think you.
You out in these streets.
You was at the bar. You was at the club.
You was at compound. No.
Oh no! I
think
you Oh baby, what you doing? I had to switch barbers.
Yeah.
One barber was my bro, our bro. Yeah, he just was out too much.
Too much.
I had to get a barber
too much.
That wear a mask every day and don't want to be in no club. Just want to be home and then make money. But I think he did a good job. Which I'm like.
He did do a good job.
Shape up look good. Shape up look real good. Lined up your beard real nice too.
Okay.
Look sharp.
Thank you, family. So, dating with the COVID thing is even crazier. I remember seeing women and be like, "Oh, I like her," and talking on Facebook. That Facebook is my dating app. And then seeing a post like, "Oh, you at a club." Oh shit.
And even that, even besides dating, it makes you, like you said, look at your friendship relationships differently too. Because when you see all your friends, like I know people who are not seeing certain friends because they out in the streets at the club acting like everything's fucking normal. It's like, Bruh, you know I can see your IG, right?
I can see you.
I'm supposed to have a meeting with you tomorrow.
No meeting tomorrow.
But you know I got the room.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, and that just speaks to a whole like way of living, way of moving. Like you just know when you look at shit like that your jive incompatible, right? Because I'm not willing to risk my life to be seen, and you are. So we have fundamentally different philosophies at that point. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
There's a lot we're gonna disagree about at that point. So I'm Gucci. I'm good. I will say though, you know, walking around and seeing all these women with the mask on, it's got me looking at eyes a lot more closely.
Hell yeah, eyes and bodies. Like, and that's why I'm like, oh shit, I gotta lose this weight. They can't see my face. All they see is my gut and my eyelashes and my hairline. Like, oh shit, I gotta do something. Because if a woman judging me off my hairline and my gut, I stopped getting haircuts for months. Remember I was saving my shit bald?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, I gotta make sure I gotta. What happened?
I said you was looking like your barber.
Right. So now I'm like, I gotta make sure my hairline's straight and my gut line's straight, because that's what they judging me on.
That's what they judging everybody on.
Get the stomach tight.
All I gotta have is a fat ass and thighs, and I'm good. Because that's all you need in Atlanta.
Yeah,
drop
pretty
it.
much.
Bust it. Yeah, bust it. I didn't know. I drop it like it's how little man. Shout out to Weezy F, baby.
Please say the baby.
Please say the baby. Now new baby. That's the whole right now. Now new baby.
This guy.
Please say the baby. Mayor back. All right. Anyway, so moving on. Dating in Atlanta, I guess it still sucks, but there are pockets where you can be so happy.
Did you see the text that just came up?
What did it say?
Nothing. I'm not even gonna repeat it out loud.
Powerball is at 640 million.
That's what that says? It says Powerball? Okay, whole time I was like, Power's back?
I didn't know what the fuck that said at all, young. I've been trying to read that shit for the last hour and a half, my G.
It's my bro. We got a dry erase board with all the topics, so we don't have to look at our phones and shit.
Damn, this man was like 5 right this shit?
Hey, wait a minute. Wait a second.
At least it's in a straight line. It ain't like going up like some niggas write. Like,
but you see the last 2 letters together look like a V.
I don't know what the fuck that is.
Because I got to the end of the board.
It looked like Power
just
back.
write it.
It does look like Power back.
Mayor back.
I knew I was going to do
wait
that.
a minute.
That's why.
Out of you. So Powerball is $640 million. We should all play it tomorrow.
Just happened to the camera.
Why does it look different?
It did.
Look funny.
Look out.
Hey.
Sorry, y'all.
Mel doing the busted challenge.
Bust it.
Hey.
I think my butt get big.
So
It's been big.
we should. All right.
It has. Everybody know I got ass.
I can. Yeah. It's there.
Just saying.
You can see it. I got eyes.
I respect our sisters.
Nigga, shut
I
up.
do too. She got a fat ass.
I know.
You got ass.
Powerball. We don't have to stay here. Just everybody go play that shit. Try to win, and then give me money.
Let me hold some. Let me hold $5.
That's it. I'm playing tomorrow. I'm playing Powerball on MLK Day.
All right, so let's make a deal between the 3 of us. We'll all play, and whichever one of us wins,
I get all the money.
No.
Wait,
it's not on the network.
I was going to be willing to agree to invest in a single business opportunity that you guys have. So if I win $600 million, I'm giving y'all a guarantee that you got an investment from me in a business.
If you get $600 million, can I just have $1 million?
No, you can have $1 million to invest in an opportunity.
I can't just have $1 million?
No.
Why?
Because I don't want to give you $1 million.
Why not?
Because I would rather.
Well, we're only gonna have $300 million because.
Right, but if you have $300 million, $1 million is not gonna hurt you.
It's $640 million, right?
Yeah.
So we get about $300 million. If we get $300 million, I'm giving out millions.
You can give me $1 million.
I'm giving millions with stipulations.
I give you $1 million.
Thank you. I would offer you an investment opportunity before you gave me $1 million.
I just give you the million. You can do what you want with it.
I appreciate that.
I think JB is trying to be like.
I know.
But like, it's just ridiculous.
I'm just like I'm gonna just give.
If you got 300 million out of that 620 million. I'm being
a little facetious.
That's what I said.
I'm being an asshole, dude. You know that, right?
But you
come on, you know me.
That's what I said. That's what I said.
I'll probably give away half of that shit.
Hell yeah.
That's just a nigga that I am.
But everybody play, and if you win,
that's a nice little
give me 29 million. You wouldn't have played it if it wasn't for me. 20. What are you doing?
Huh?
What are you doing?
What
you know, I know who I'm not giving millions to.
You from Baltimore now? Too.
I saw some of my B-more ladies. They be like, "New." Yeah, I love you. I love it when you say it. Yeah, say my name. All right, moving on. Our what the fuck story of the week. Mel brought this to me a few weeks ago. Brought this to Facebook and Twitter a few weeks ago. No, you didn't do it on Twitter because you don't be on Twitter.
I don't be on Twitter.
I've been telling you, you're wasting your talents.
I know. I'm really fucking funny, huh? Yeah.
Whoa.
I do need to bring my talents to Twitter.
I'm not going to say you're funny.
I'm funny.
You're entertaining.
Because you've been laughing at my shit recently.
You're entertaining. So you should be on Twitter.
I feel like my comedy this year has gone from like here to like here. Like, it's just like going higher and higher like every day. My posts getting more and more likes.
NASDAQ, Dow Jones.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you've been known to get a chuckle or two out of me.
But you ain't seen my IG recently. I've been
so it's like that. It's like that.
I've been
She's only funny because she's been hanging around us.
Oh, I have not. I have not.
So
one could argue that when I was seeing you guys regularly, I was not as funny.
So you didn't see us at the wine tasting,
but that's
the other joint, and then the upper joint, and then
that's not like I've been seeing y'all regularly. Because like I said, one could argue that when I was seeing y'all regularly, I wasn't as funny.
I'm a be as real as I can, Mel. It's COVID, baby. I'm seeing you more than just about everybody else in my life.
You've seen me like 3 times in the last like 2 months.
Okay, and so that's 3 more times than I've seen a whole bunch of motherfuckers.
But compared to when we were all hanging out
Fair
regularly.
Fair enough.
Especially since really just started in like November.
Like 3 times a week.
Prior to November. I didn't see you all of 2020.
That's very real. That is very real.
I was trying to avoid this conversation.
Why?
Because she has a good point. I don't have a counterpoint. She's just right.
Something to be mended and ameliorated.
I almost choked on my drink. Because Newt just said I was right. Woo!
Oh, jeez. Moving on. So, our what the fuck story of the week, the UFOs. The government has been given a 180-day notice that they have to tell us what's going on with UFOs.
Yeah.
Whether they exist, don't exist, and what information we have. And that was shoved into the coronavirus stimulus package. Thank you, Majiggy. So, we're going to find out if ET is real. We're going to find out if Thor really, Ragnarok is real.
And if the OPA exists, shout out to The Expanse.
Yeah, and OPA.
You don't know about that. The Expanse, and I'm gonna we can circle back to this on TVs and shit, but like, it's like Game of Thrones in space. Y'all should really watch it.
There was an Expanse TV show at Halle Berry 3-4 years ago, and it ended. And this new Expanse, I'm like, what the fuck is this shit?
This show's been on for 5 years, so.
Well, Halle Berry show Expanse.
It must not have been called The Expanse.
Google time.
You know how I go.
Yeah, I mean, this shit is crazy. They tied it to the stimulus package because they gave them some bread in the stimulus package and tied it to due date because they want to see answers.
Yeah, which is not The Expanse.
Yeah, that's different.
Extent.
Yeah,
but it sounds the same.
except for the T instead of the P.
It really sounds similar.
Except for they're two different words. But
it sounds similar. With the way male talks.
He's saying they're homophones.
They're all homophobic. They're scared of gay people.
Anyway.
The TV show is.
Bing!
And the word is homonyms. But
I thought homophones were words that sound the same but are spelled differently or something like that.
Those are homonyms.
So what's a homophone?
I don't know what a homophone is.
A homophone is a word. Look it up.
I've never heard of the word homophone.
I think it's a phone that goes both ways.
Anyway, the UFOs, and then so also Nostradamus has predicted there will be a meteor that will strike the Earth. Homophone
is each of two or more words having the same pronunciation but different meanings.
Different meanings, exactly.
Origins or spelling, for example, new,
like here and here,
like brand new, and new, like I knew.
So I'm right.
Each of a set of symbols denoting the same
Ding,
sound.
right again.
A homophone.
I was on a roll today.
Well, whenever it comes to some gay shit, you probably can get that right over me and JB.
Homophone. I never heard that word before. I learned something today.
What's a homonym? Look that up.
Well, homonym is the same thing.
Did it say that?
Well, it didn't say it, but
no,
homophones and homonyms. See how they came together? What is a homophone? Homonyms can be words that sound the same but have different meanings.
So they're the same thing.
Yeah,
it's the same thing. It's like orgasm and coming.
So there is a meteor that's supposed to hit the Earth in May of this year, according to Nostradamus. He has also predicted aliens and zombies and massive droughts, food shortages. It's a bad year.
Wait a minute. What's up with the UFOs?
That was piggybacking.
We're gonna get that information. How y'all feel about that?
I'm looking forward to it. I don't know what the fuck it's gonna be, but I mean it makes sense. Like
JB wants some green pussy. That's what it's really good.
I mean, I watch cartoon porn, alien cartoon porn. So
why not? Yeah. Fuck, why not?
You're disturbed.
I'm not. It's
not at all.
thing.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, I wrap that motherfucker up like a motherfucker though. You don't know what kind of alien shit they got out there.
I want to feel them alien guts, and I get a blue bitch pregnant. I'm just saying.
Shout out to Avatar.
Shout out to Avatar. Now, them bitches too big. They're like 20 feet tall. I mean, just
so somebody from like Grand Admiral Thrawn's species.
I don't know what that is.
Some Star Wars cartoons.
I don't know anything about that. You totally lost me. That's you.
So 180 days, that's like 6 months. So they got until what, like July? Yeah.
To tell us what's going on.
Hey, Ron.
How y'all feel about that?
I'm with it.
We're going to find out some shit.
Because there are aliens out there, man. They fucking been here the whole time.
I've often thought you were an alien.
I probably am. That's why I'm amazing at everything.
Well, why the aliens got to be smarter than us? Why they got to be more
I'm
amazing?
smarter than a lot of people, so...
And so why do they have to be smarter than us? Because they're fucking here. Because they travel through space and time and we haven't yet. So by default, they're smarter than us. They can do interstellar space travel. Mm-hmm. They're smarter than us. Like, sorry if you're upset by that, if your ego is bruised, but it is what it is.
My ego bruised because they probably can give women more orgasms than me. So I don't really feel the way about it.
I mean, I'm a confident nigga, so I don't give a fuck one way or another. I don't give a fuck if you're smarter than me. I'm just gonna learn something. So fuck it. But let it be clear.
Everything I touch turns to gold. So the NRA.
We left you on red.
So moving on.
So Don't Be Dumb Award, Donald Trump and this whole insurrection and that whole Republican right-wing extremist group, Racist Rick asked me to not put him in with that movement.
Yeah, well, guess what, racist Rick?
Guess what?
You're in the movement.
When you tell me that your daughter and your brother all call you racist and they don't believe that you would have a conversation with me, that's because they think you're racist. Mm-hmm. So regardless of our conversations,
you are.
Yeah, and he's the sweetest, kindest,
nicest
granddad racist you would ever meet.
So not Clint Eastwood.
Clint Westwood.
He remind me of the cat in the movie we just watched.
American Sin?
A Night in Miami. Remember the dude Jim Brown visited in the movie?
That's
racist Rick. That's
racist Rick. That's
racist we can't let niggers in the house.
Right. Oh, it's so great to see you. Thank you for stopping by. We love you.
Whatever you need.
Whatever you need.
Unless you need to come to the house.
I don't give a damn if I'm 90 trying to move this dresser. You can't come to my house.
Right.
Because you's a Negro.
And I found out these white saltine cracketeers are real. They think that we are taking the country from them. They think that they are being abused. And he said to me, people are judging me by how I voted as opposed to judging me by my heart. And I was like, oh, kind of like being judged by the color of your skin, huh? Kind of like that, huh?
Okay.
You act like you the Negroes of America. You ain't the Negroes of America. You good. You good. Your white privilege still stands. Motherfucker. Al Cracker, Vanilla Isis.
I gotta say, I am thoroughly enjoying these videos of white people finding out they're on the no-fly list. And seeing them get arrested because for once it's not us. And I get to sit back and look at them like, ha ha, look at you. Because I know they be laughing at us whenever we got some shit popping off of Black Lives Matter or something like that, our peaceful protest. Well, guess what? You motherfuckers, like...
You stormed the Capitol, bitch.
Yes, you stormed the Capitol.
Really?
And
they
totally got away with it because of white privilege. But now they're being arrested and held accountable for the shit. And they're like, oh my God. Guess what, Karen? You're racist and you're going to jail.
Right. And they're like, well, what about the riots in Minneapolis when they burned a police station? That was insurrection. No, bitch, that was protest. Insurrection is when you storm the capital of the country with a plan to murder officials. They're playing, according to CNN, and
they was coming to get motherfuckers in the Capitol. They wasn't just
hang Mike Pence. They were ready to hang this nigga and Nancy Pelosi.
Yeah, they were coming to get motherfuckers. I mean, this was an attempted coup. This was an attempted rebellion. Make no mistake about it. There's no two ways around it. On January 6th, Donald Trump incited a mob to rebellion against the Capitol. And then they marched. How the fuck do you march down Pennsylvania Avenue saying we're going to storm the White House and you're able to just keep marching, just keep it moving? Because I don't understand.
Had those been black people, they'd have been shot.
They'd have been dead.
Long before they stormed the Capitol.
Right.
None of that shit was ever.
No, the story would have been 25 black people got shot on Pennsylvania Avenue.
Should have been more than that.
A half a mile away from the Capitol.
Open fire. Instead of seeing that, we saw the beginnings of Gilead. I don't know if anybody watches The Handmaid's Tale, but
You're exactly right.
This is the beginning of Gilead.
No question.
Had Trump been reelected,
no question,
it would be fucking terrible. But this is welcome to Gilead.
Oh yeah, and people have been saying this for years now, ever since Trump has been in the office. Everyone's been comparing him to Hitler, but they don't understand how real those comparisons are. People don't realize that Hitler actually, and I've said this before on the show, Hitler actually went to jail for treason. The beer hall push happened in 1922. Hitler invaded Poland in 1939, which means that he was tried, convicted, and imprisoned for treason, and then came back to to become the Chancellor of Germany. That's how scary this Trump shit is. This shit isn't over. We cannot take our foot off the gas pedal of justice in terms of making sure that these people are held accountable for what they did, period.
Hell yeah. And so keep your eyes open, everybody in DC, all our family. And people out here were talking about it like, it's weird, it's this. Like, nigga, we got family in DC. All three of us have family in DC. So it's kind of like, whoa, what are y'all doing?
Hit us a little harder than it hit everybody else because everybody else was like, they're storming the Capitol. It was like, no, like, I got people
what else
work
are
up
they
there.
doing?
Yeah, like, real talk. Hey, that's a better shot.
I do look amazing.
I've looked great this whole time.
That having beard in the shape of it.
Pretty fucking good, too.
Okay.
Hey,
so, I guess we've dealt with the Don't Be Dumb Award. All of you motherfucking Trumpers, get your shit together. We're moving on.
Go straight
the Nipsey Hussle Award, Robert Salah, defensive coordinator for the 49ers, is the first Muslim to be a head coach in the NFL. And I think that's big. I think it's big in general, but the NFL and their history, this is huge.
Of being racist?
Yeah, of being racist. Yeah,
racist.
Speaking to your mic, Mel. Are you speaking to your mic? Okay.
Yeah, I mean it was right here.
I'm just.
Yeah, you gotta get it.
You know,
right here.
Put it in your mouth.
Just be normal. Just do your normal thing.
Put my mouth. Put my mouth over it. Like,
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Oh,
We're trying to have a family show.
Oh yeah. Get a lipstick.
So, hey, family show, JB.
Really, nigga? Family show? Get the fuck out of here.
Joyce might be watching.
Yeah.
She said because too much. But anyway.
Actually, we haven't cursed very much at all on this show. We've done well.
Well, I'm back and I'm definitely the cusser of the group, so.
So she's been cussing.
Because somebody has definitely said that before, that I cuss a lot.
Fuck yeah, she.
It's been said about me literally everywhere I go. Like everywhere I go. Everywhere. I cuss too much. So what? My mother cussed.
Yes, she did.
Yeah. Shout out to
Patricia.
Pat Shelton. Special lady.
Hell yeah. Love you. Robert Salah is now the new head coach of the Jets. I appreciate that. Abby Phillips is now the new lead anchor on CNN for their political...
Black woman.
The black woman for their new political segment. And
awesome.
A show, mind you. And I want to get this right, because there's a black woman in D.C. who... Amber Nichols is now the general manager of the Capital City Go-Go, which is the D.C. Developmental NBA League. They call it the Capital City Go-Go. You get it? Go-Go?
Mm-hmm.
The Capital City,
yeah,
and then Go-Go,
I get it.
City Go-Go, D.C. And it's a black woman in charge of that. Hey. And shout out to the Wizards organization, Monumental Sports. What's our guy that we got over there in Monumental Sports?
You talking about Sash?
Yeah, what's his name again?
Sashi?
Say it again.
Sashi
the
Brown.
Whole name. Sashi Brown. Yeah, shout out to
Sashi Brown.
Sashi Brown is helping to run Monumental Sports.
Yeah.
And it's getting browner and browner. And shout out to Bradley Beal. Shout out to Russell Westbrook.
My baby daddy.
Our team, her baby daddy. Our team has been ravaged by COVID.
Yeah.
No doubt. There are like 9 positives /
them niggas must have been in Atlanta.
what do you call it? Yeah, right. What do you call it? If they're not positive, they're tracing. There are 9 players that are either positive or have tracing. So the Wizards are having a really, really hard time. We postponed about 4 games. Shout out to the Wizards. Hope you guys are doing good.
Yeah.
Tracy Ellis Ross?
No.
Does she look like Tracy Ellis Ross?
No.
Does she have an ass like Tracy Ellis Ross?
Negro, can you focus?
All right, so moving on. Well, Mel, you brought this up. This was about the whole spell house thing.
Yeah.
I want you to explain it, describe it, and then we'll discuss.
Okay, so there is a company whose name I cannot think of, but I will drop it in the comments later, who purchased the rights to use...
We never drop shit in the comments later. We always say it, but then we never
Well, I
do
will.
it.
I'm a doer of things. But
Okay, then.
Press play.
They
Indeed.
purchased Spell House name.
The term spell, or
Yes,
the name spell.
so that they can use it to
What is
brand
Spell House?
apparel. Now, Spell House is a combination of Spelman College and Morehouse College. And that just set the Spell House community off. They
Spellman
were mad.
and Morehouse
Like,
were very upset that this
how
Howard
dare
University
this Howard person
woman trademarked
purchase-
this name.
Yes, Spell House. They don't have the rights to it. What can we take from Howard? Take notes on how to do business.
Notes.
Because you should have been trademarked to shit. That's what you can take from Howard.
I couldn't agree more.
You know, and if you didn't know, me and Mel both attended HU, Howard University.
Yeah.
JB attended HU, but it was a fake HU, Harvard, which nobody even respects.
And the thing is, like,
What?
nobody else. I mean,
What?
most of the people I know are like, sounds like a smart business decision.
That's exactly what it was. That's exactly what
Everybody
it was.
else say the same thing. I'm the only different person. But I'm going to try to get to the smart business decision, and then I'll give you my
Well,
perspective.
it's a name that's popping, right? It's a name that's gonna show up on apparel, and if you own the trademark to that tagline or that name, then you get paid every time they print and sell whatever with that logo on it, right? They basically have to buy the rights from you in order to be able to do that. So that's what's going on. It's a really smart business decision. I'm actually going to agree with you a little bit, New, in that it is kind of...
Well, let me tell you what I think.
Go ahead.
I think it's a little corny. It's some Bama shit.
Agreed.
Like, you go to Howard, and I went to Howard, Mel went to Howard, but you're now trademarking what Spellman and Morehouse do. It's like some slick Bama shit to me. Like, it's a shrewd business move, get the money, but like, it's kind of corny.
I don't think it's
It's
corny.
like if Joe Budden decided to be like, I do podcasts, so I'm going to have the Nipsey Hussle Award on my show. And I'm going to trademark it so No Breaks New and JB, Partner and Kickback can't do it. It's just like, it's not your shit.
I'm like, at least it's somebody in the HBCU community, and a black person, period, because they know they'd be hella pissed off if a white person did it.
They'd be more angry, but it doesn't make it right. It makes it better. It makes it better, but it doesn't make it right.
It's a true
but
business
it's
move,
also
but it's a
disturbing.
low
Hold on,
brow move.
JB. It's also disturbing that nobody from Spillman or Morehouse did it.
Thank you.
It's kind of
Thank
like,
That's why I say take notes.
Thank you.
why didn't y'all do it?
Thank
Because this
you.
is
Why
the
didn't
dumbest
y'all
shit
do it?
ever. Like, the fact that y'all were even upset talking,
What can we take from Howard? What can we take from Howard? Well, if they were saying if they had said that.
they were saying that.
Well, if you had told me they were saying that, I would have been like, what? Don't take nothing from us. Take notes.
That's why I keep saying take notes.
And take this dick.
Oh my God. But they can definitely take notes.
Except the Morehouse part. The Spillman part is what I meant.
Oh my God.
It's a lowbrow move, but it's still a solid business move. I mean, it kind of is what it is. It's a free country, and nobody else did it before that person, so be it.
You'd be mad if it should have been colonized
yeah, I
and
mean,
gentrified.
you
like
should
it
have
was
done
then.
it. Yeah, somebody else should have done it, but that's the way it works with trademarks, though. Somebody else always should have done it first before it. It is
Just
what it
saying.
is.
Yeah, like I was mad at the Bama for doing Righteous Ratchet. Kev online, but he's not doing it no more. But if he had kept doing it, I would have increasingly got angry.
Well, you should buy it.
I'm gonna buy it. Let me buy a dog.
I'm fresh out. I ain't got no pockets.
When you
Treat you like the homeless
get a dollar, give me a dollar. And then I do it.
When you win that Powerball.
I'm gonna say when
you win
JP hit the
Powerball.
Powerball, you can buy the shit.
When I'm gonna get the Powerball, I'm buying a lot of shit.
And before we wrap up, because we about to wrap up, let's get into Netflix and chill.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm going to save American Skin. We're going to start out with our sister, the queen, the magistrate, the earth, Issa Rae. And Issa, you know how I felt about you, baby.
Issa, what's up?
Love you, Issa.
Down in the valley.
Insecure is going to have its final season, 5th season. I guess this upcoming year.
Yes.
On HBO. She's ending her series. I want to give you a timeline because as much as I love Issa and I love Insecure, I haven't loved it consistently. So I want to make that known. And this is not a shit on my sis, the queen. I just want to tell you how I feel. Season 1, I thought it was the best show on TV. Season 2, I thought it was the best show on TV. Season 3, I was like, I don't know what's going on. Season 4, I was like, okay, you're back, but not the best show on TV, but you're back to the standard I held you to. And I can't wait for season 5, especially with it being the final season. I love Issa. I love the characters she creates. I always look at that show as I know them people. That's Mel, that's JB, that's F, that's Jazz. I can see the characters. That's me. And I love her for that because before her, I wasn't looking at shows and seeing my crew in them. I could force us like square pegs in a round circles.
Yeah.
But with her show, it fit. I saw, that is JB. That is Mel. And I loved her for it. And I still love her. And I'm sad to see the show go. And I've enjoyed the show for 4 years. You know, they took a break in between, so, whatever, however you want to describe that. But I am definitely looking forward to the last season. And I salute you, Queen. And I hope you get out there and do everything else you want to do. I love it. I wish it didn't end so quickly. But I love you, and I love what you've done. And I'm celebrating you and the cast.
I mean, 5 seasons on HBO. That's good money. That's nothing to shake a stick.
Black show.
I mean, yeah. I mean, 5 HBO seasons. That's real big money for her. And I'm expecting.
You were moving. I didn't know if it was my breath. My breath was stinking.
My ass hurts.
Oh, okay. I thought it might be my breath.
I was
JB, please continue.
JB,
please.
There's no intersection.
I don't even want to get into that. But I mean, it's been a great series, and I think it's really kind of shed light on that whole black dating experience, what we were talking about earlier, like how weird it is out here in these streets for black people to date. And
am I looking slim, y'all? Hold up. Do I look slim?
Go ahead, JB. I'm not looking. Yeah, okay. I can't answer that question. I'm done. Y'all go ahead.
I will say this for myself with watching Insecure. I'm about to slap the shit out of you. It's been a very realistic look at relationships, like friendships, especially this past season. Watching how Molly and Issa went through it with their relationships, because I know for myself, I've had fallouts with friends. And sometimes you're like, damn, is that the end? Or are we just like trying to figure out who we are so we can come back together stronger? So I applaud her for the realism because it's a very realistic approach to how, in particular, female relationships are. So that's one of the things I loved about Insecure. Season 1, 2, yes. Season 3, season 4. Season 4 is probably my favorite season, just from seeing how their relationships changed. So that's one of the things that I loved about it, and I hope that this next season, the final season, is going to be a great one. I'm looking forward to it. Insecure is always good. It's always something I feel like I can vibe with, and I feel like I relate to all the characters in different ways. So
even had a party character.
Yeah, Dro. Yeah, and Dro and Molly, and because I see Molly in me, I see Issa and me. I see Daniel. I see
me and Molly. I see me and Issa. I see me in the pregnant joint.
You know,
I see me in the big joint too.
Virgin, right?
Who? Huh?
The girl who plays Molly.
Oh yeah. Her African roots. She got a whole African story.
She's a virgin in real life.
Have you seen her African stand-up comedy?
It'd be funny. But I'm not.
It was decent. It was decent.
Yeah.
Well, for the record, her stand-up comedy was decent.
And it was
I ain't saying it was
Thank
good.
you. Ain't you?
You know.
Where's her
JB, when we say HU,
HBO.
you know what the real HU is, don't you?
Yeah, I know exactly what the real HU is.
And spell y'all could try to take that.
Yeah.
We got about 170 years on y'all.
This Harvard graduate think HU is Harvard University.
That's because that's what it is. That's what.
Well, shout out to Howard University.
Howard University.
As of Wednesday, will have a female vice president.
Did Harvard ever have a female vice president, JB? JB, answer the question. Permission to treat the witness as a hostile witness.
Shit, you a hostile prosecutor.
Harvard's only had about 5 or so presidents. So
how many female vice presidents have you had, JB? Answer the question. Answer the question.
0. How many presidents have you had?
But that's not the question. He's leading the witness. He's leading the...
Oh my God. Turn his mic off.
JB know I'm fucking with him.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. I love Howard, you know.
Shit, we met at Howard.
No shit, nigga.
We forged our brotherhood at Howard. In DC Northwest. Ira Aldridge came to auditorium.
Where they had to get their second wind.
Hey, shout out Second Wind. Shout out Smee and Coffee. You know what I'm saying? Second Wind. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
And shout out Karen Bell.
No, anyway, moving on. So yeah, Netflix. What are we talking about? We've done.
I don't know.
She might be watching. Yeah.
Insecure.
What up, Karen?
We got
Tomboy.
One Night in Miami and American Skin.
One Night in Miami.
Awesome.
Amazing movie.
Fucking beautiful.
I just re-listened to the autobiography of Malcolm X on Audible as read by Lawrence Fishburne.
Who's the perfect voice for that?
The perfect voice for that. And so I just listened to it like over the last couple of weeks. And so watching the movie, he talked about being invited to Miami with for Muhammad Ali's fight with Sonny Liston. He talked about what happened at the end of the fight and how they hung out that night. And then to see this movie, quote unquote, reimagined about that night between Malcolm X, Muhammad Ali, Sam Cooke, and Jim Brown. Mm-hmm. And I studied these figures. They're two Mount Rushmore of humans that have influenced me the most. Muhammad Ali and Malcolm X are on it. There's only two other people. Maybe Tupac and Bob Marley or Tupac Jay-Z. I don't know who the other two are. Well, I know Tupac is one, so I got my 3. I don't know who the 4th is. But to know that to know facts about this story and to know it was a reimagination, it was basically fictional, but the facts they used to get the story across, JB, and me knowing those facts, it made it so much more of an enjoyable experience. I got to see Malcolm in his strength and in his vulnerability. I got to see Muhammad Ali the same way. I got to delve a little deeper into Jim Brown, which I hadn't done. And I got to delve a little deeper into Sam Cooke, which I hadn't done. But I still knew certain facts.
Yeah. Well, and that's what made the movie so interesting. I was trying to figure out how they were going to create an arc.
You seem like a European. Go ahead, Jimmy.
I was trying to figure out how they were going to create an arc or a plot line to, centered around a conversation, a hangout. And what they did was they took all of the moments of crises in each one of these famous people's lives, and then they mesh those together into one conversation, which was really, really interesting. Because we know historically that these conversations happened in all of these individuals' lives, and we know that they happened with those people. But it wasn't in the same room. It didn't happen in the same room historically, but by putting all of those things in the same room at the same time, it really just created a really nice moment for us to understand that perspective in history. Allow me to elucidate. Jim Brown.
Go ahead and elucidate, JB. Elucidate. Elucidate as much as you want. Can he elucidate? That's the Gangster Geek word of the week.
Okay.
Go ahead and elucidate.
Jim
what
Brown,
elucidate mean, JB?
Elucidate means to shed light on a subject to make it clearer and better and easier to understand. So, Jim Brown.
Elucidate then.
Jim Brown getting into movies, realizing that he could make more bread with less harm being done to his body by being in the movie. This is literally a conversation that Jim Brown had. Jim Brown has talked about this with other biographers who have spoken with him. Malcolm X and his crisis with the Honorable Elijah Muhammad and what was going on in the Nation of Islam at that time, and sharing that, you know, being with his friends like, there's some shit going on. I don't really want to talk about it, but y'all my niggas, so let's talk about it. You know, showing Cassius Clay's trepidation over the transformation into Muhammad Ali was really, really nice to see. Sam Cooke listening to shit, I forgot his name. And that was my JB spill of the week. I just did it.
Oh yeah, you did do it. I see.
There it is.
Yeah.
Sam Cooke. Listen to Malcolm.
So Sam.
Oh, John Lennon's song.
No, it wasn't John Lennon. It was Bob Dylan. Bob Dylan. Bob Dylan. Blowing in the Wind, and him hearing that and being like, why did a white man make a better song about the civil rights movement than I did?
Malcolm called him out on that.
Real talk.
But Sam Cooke called himself. Sam Cooke said, I wrote this song because of this fucking song.
Yes.
I was like, why should a white person make this song?
But it's because Malcolm X called him out on it. Like, I think that got his wheels spinning a little differently. Because
that is documented.
Had Malcolm not
that
had
actually
that conversation with him.
That actually happened.
And can we just shout out the acting though? The actors that were cast.
They were great.
Roles.
Sam Cooke.
Yes, Leslie Odom Jr. is from Hamilton.
Hamilton.
He was
Aaron Burr. He was Aaron Burr. No question.
I didn't remember that.
He was also in Dream. I think he was in Dreamgirls.
I think so too.
Yeah.
I didn't remember that. When Mel said it, I was like, Mel, you're fucking right.
That has been around for a decade.
But it was definitely
the guy who did the best job is the nigga that played Muhammad Ali. He nailed that.
All of them were good.
But okay, well, totally sidebar. Pause. I think that it's easier to play Muhammad Ali or Ray Charles than it is to play other historical figures because they have mannerisms and a speech pattern.
Yes.
So it may be harder to play, like Malcolm X, but it's easy as shit to play Muhammad Ali. You can get that voice down. It's easy as shit to play Ray Charles. You get the I got him in. And that's why I think that Will Smith did a better job than Jamie Foxx. Jamie Foxx played Ray Charles, but it was so easy to play. I think Will Smith had a tougher job playing Muhammad Ali, even though that's easy.
He and I have had this argument on several different occasions.
I'm giving Jamie the edge over.
I'm not saying who gets the edge. I'm saying who had the easier job.
Yeah, I definitely think Will Smith had the easier job playing Muhammad Ali.
Ooh. Okay.
Versus Ray Charles.
Okay.
The thing that I liked about this movie in particular, and you know how much time I've spent in St. Louis. Like, I know that St. Louis accent, like, I know it like I know the DC accent. I've spent like 10 years in St. Louis. And
I think my butt getting big.
And so to hear the actor actually use that Because he wasn't just talking like Muhammad Ali, you know, he wasn't just doing the Muhammad Ali whisper or whatever that everybody else fucking does when they try to act like Muhammad Ali. He actually went back and studied the St. Louis accent and brought that to the role. I was like, okay, nigga, you know, I'm impressed. Like, he got real.
I say they did the best job.
I'm agreeing with you.
But I think the guy that did Malcolm did a great job.
I agree.
Jim Brown did a great job because I'm not as versed with Jim Brown. Aldous Hodge. I'm not as versed with Jim Brown, but he sounded like Jim Brown.
Aldous Hodge.
The only one that I didn't have.
He was also in. He was MC Ren.
Yep.
In Straight Outta Compton.
Yeah, he was.
Oh shit!
Yeah, that was him.
He was.
Yeah, that was him.
He was.
That was him.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, shit. He was. Y'all are right. God damn.
Yeah, they had some solid.
There's some heavy hitters.
Yeah,
there's some heavy hitters.
The casting. That's what I'm saying. The casting was great.
It really was an excellent
Can we take one moment to give a shout out to the Queen, Regina King?
Yes.
She directed
executive produced that motherfucker
too. Her debut.
She killed it.
Yes,
she nailed it.
She did an amazing job.
Shout out to you, Queen.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Shout out to you, Queen.
Regina King is one of the most underrated actresses in Hollywood. Shout out to you, especially from Watchmen. Like, man.
And the dope with Will Smith.
Yeah.
Enemy of the State.
Yes.
I mean, Regina King is a beast.
She been getting it for a minute. She don't get her props. Let's give her flowers.
Let's definitely give her flowers.
She's on her way.
If you watch the final episode of Watchmen, we got to give her flowers on her body. Because Virginia King is like 74, but her fucking
nigga, you're
body.
Like the same age.
Nigga, my body don't, I'm fat. She not.
He just legitimately let me call him old.
You don't cut on Mike off, JB. Cut Mel's mic off.
Why? Because she told the truth?
Whoa! So you calling me? Hey! Oh, you know what? We gonna end this show.
Dang.
But what we got?
American Skin.
Another Skin.
Another
great
Nate Parker.
Nate Parker, who did the Nat Turner movie, which a lot of you didn't watch because you thought he raped a white woman, and I don't know why we're still listening to white women. But that's my take. That doesn't reflect Mel or JB. Why the fuck we listen to white bitches? But that's what I see it, and I see it. I'm riding with the brother, and Nate Parker did an excellent job with this movie. It was like an essay to white America as to what's going on nowadays. And I told Racist Rick to watch it. I know he didn't. And I want to ask Racist Rick on Tuesday if you watched it. And I want to recommend it again and again because it was an open letter to white America about what's going on with these murders in our communities where you're killing unarmed black men
for no reason,
and how we feel about it and how we can hold you accountable judiciously. And
well, I think the thing I like the most about the movie is how they touched on the fact that these white cops have been set in a frame of racism. So they're being taught to read, react, and respond instantaneously, but they're being taught that from a vision, a scope of racism. So they're being taught to shoot first and question later. They're being taught to overreact to black people. And that's one of the things that they made clear in this movie that I love.
Go there, JB. We have a sidebar.
I hear you. Right.
See, JB don't know how to move in a threesome. He get distracted when the other two, like, you gotta know how to move in a threesome. You just continue.
What were we talking about?
He mentioned threesome. I don't know.
But speaking of
JB knows how to move in a threesome. So go ahead.
JB.
I like the fact that you mentioned that with incorporating the racism aspect, but they also touched on it's really cop culture.
Yes.
And how they are trained. Because they're talking about black cops being really aggressive toward black people.
Yes.
And then one of the main characters is a Hispanic cop.
Yes, Latino.
Who is like racist as shit.
Yeah, horrible.
And like
on that Florida shit.
Yo, like you guys have got to see American Skin. It's such a good movie. They definitely they hit a lot of issues, and I was just like,
yes! And it's not a free movie. If you have Amazon, you can rent it or buy it. I would recommend buying it.
There it is.
Or do watch it for free. Oh, no. Because we want to get you penalized by the government.
Yeah. Because white America.
They're out there.
Yeah, they watching. They've been watching. So, American Skin is a great movie. We watched it last night as a crew. Me, JB, JFG, F.
I watched it not with them though.
Yeah, she watched it.
So we gotta fix it.
We should have invited you. We should have invited you.
That's what we're gonna fix moving forward. You know, we gotta fix that.
We gotta fix that because you always bring friends, and I always been. Never mind. So
cherry picking ass nigga.
Hey man, you know what I'm saying?
And why can you get on the thank you? I was like,
so our eargasm
looking
segment,
like the spook who sat by the door.
Right. Eargasm segment. You know we put out new music every Friday on the podcast playlist on Apple. We give you new music. Listen to the shit. Go to Apple Music and look for a pod named Kickback Playlist.
You gotta say the whole thing.
Yeah. Put the whole thing in your mouth. That's what we're saying. And then you'll hear the music.
And spit on it.
Where's Jasmine Sullivan at? Where's Jasmine Sullivan at, baby? So before we get out of here, sports.
Real quick.
The NFL playoffs. We know now that Patrick Mahomes is going to play Josh Allen, the Chiefs and the Bills.
That's going to be a matchup, new.
In the AFC Championship. And we know that Aaron Rodgers is going to play the winner between Tom Brady and Drew Brees. My first question is, who's your winner between Tom Brady and Drew Brees? The Saints and the Bucks are on right now while we're talking. Who do you guys have winning that game?
Drew Brees.
Tom Brady, actually. I really like what their offensive line did against the football team, and so giving Tom Brady that time means that he'll carve you up like a steak. You know, he's gonna win unless they get to him, and I don't see the Saints getting to him. So it is what it is.
Yeah. I have chosen Tom Brady and the Bucks to win this game. I have chosen Drew Brees to win the last 3 years. I have been wrong every year.
It'll be funny if I'm right.
It will be. Because I picked the nigga 3 years in a row and he let me down. So the 1 year I don't pick him and he win, I'm like, you motherfucking scallywag.
Bald head.
So let me ask you this question, New. So the Packers play the winner of that game. Who do you think? I mean, I still think the Packers.
I've called it the Packers and the Chiefs.
Yeah,
that's my Super Bowl.
I agree.
I've called it.
I agree. I think the Packers are going to the show. The Chiefs won today, despite the fact that Mahomes was injured with a concussion.
Well, and if he doesn't play next week,
that changes
I'm
everything.
changing my pick to Buffalo.
I'm actually probably not. I think the Kansas City Chiefs are too strong, and I think Henny is enough of the game manager. Okay.
No. Kansas City Chiefs are too strong because they have the best quarterback in the league. You take him away and put in Henny, and then Josh Allen will embarrass him because Buffalo has a defense. Trust me on this. If Patrick Mahomes doesn't play next week, Buffalo going to the Super Bowl.
And I hope they win because they went 4 times in a row and lost.
I wouldn't mind seeing Buffalo get a chip. I'm going to be honest with you. I wouldn't mind that at all.
I don't have any opinion about them getting the chip.
I would like to see Buffalo get one. My mom was from Buffalo, so I watched painfully 4 years in a row. Well, I can't say painfully because the Redskins won. They lost to all. They lost to all NFCs.
It was crazy. It was the Giants, then the Redskins, and then the Cowboys and Cowboys. Yep. They lost. You see how that worked? They lost us twice, and then the other two teams once.
God, why are Cowboy fans so obnoxious?
Because our beards are immaculate.
Because they
it was like the right amount of pussy juice was.
Okay, so James Harden.
Another beer with pussy juice on it. Shout out James Harden. He's with Brooklyn. He went to the Brooklyn Nets.
You shake like him right now.
Whoa! Wow! That's what we doing. That's what we doing. In the old whatever it's called. I want to tell y'all. I want to play y'all a live reaction of LeBron James when he found out that Kevin. What's his name?
Kevin Durant, my cousin.
No,
James Harden.
James Harden went to Houston. I want to get out a live effect.
We can't hear that shit. Nope.
Nope.
This is LeBron talking.
Technical difficulties.
Yeah. There we go.
Oh shit. Okay, we scrapping that segment. I fucked it up.
Yeah,
but shout out to what's their name? Dream RDC World 1 for their video that went viral and LeBron retweeted it. And it was
so what did he
Sports
say?
Center.
Did you watch it before?
Yeah. He was like, he was talking about celebrating how they're playing so far as LeBron. And they were like, hey, LeBron, James Harden went to Brooklyn, to the Mets, to the Nets. And he was like, to the Mets baseball? Like, no, the Nets basketball. He like, to the Mets baseball? No, nigga, basketball. And he was like, let me see it. James Harden went to the Nets. They got KD and Kyrie. He was like, I'm 36. I'm 36. Why is it always everybody against me? I'm not Thanos. Why are they all against me? And it was just funny. And LeBron retweeted it, which was their goal, of course.
That's awesome.
And they were so excited that LeBron retweeted it. And then it was on YouTube.
I just tried to drink that with no chaser. Never again.
It's delicious.
It's smooth.
My nose was like, bitch, not today.
Yeah. Well,
especially not after drinking the fucking black seed oil.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, that shit will fuck your life.
You trying to kill me out here?
I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
So I think that James Harden being in Brooklyn is going to be great for Brooklyn.
Yeah.
I think that makes them, the favorite out of the East.
No question.
To go against LeBron.
No question. It's fucked up for John Wall out in Houston right now, though.
Yeah, shout out to Wall.
Because that nigga went to Houston expecting, that nigga probably wishing he had stayed in DC.
But they traded him. He ain't no choice.
Yeah, real talk. But it's still Houston's in trouble right now. Because they lost that East Boom.
Houston ain't in this conversation. Don't bring them up at all. They're not in it. We ain't got to talk about Houston. They're not in this conversation. But I think what's interesting is we look at the Lakers and you look at the Rockets, maybe the Bucks in the East, maybe the Clippers in the West. It's going to get interesting because just because the Brooklyn Nets has that team doesn't mean they're going to win. And just because LeBron is there in LA doesn't mean they're going to win. They could face some obstacles. Houston ain't one of them. The Wizards ain't one of them.
No, Wizards sucked.
Yeah, we can leave them out of that conversation.
Yeah, they're out of the picture at this point. There's no denying that. So, the Nets should do something this year. They got to figure some shit out, though, because you and I have talked about this before. When you have all those superstars on the team, you got to figure out how to get the ball around and get the ball in the basket.
And with Kyrie and James Harden being damn near the same player with one additional strength, James Harden's a slightly better shooter. Kyrie's a slightly better dribbler, but they're the same fucking player.
Neither of them is a very good passer.
Right. Well, I wouldn't say that. James Harden led the league in assists.
Okay.
He's a passer.
Okay.
I think he needs to run point, even though he's taller than Kyrie, and get Kyrie and Kevin Durant involved.
I think that's a solid move. And KD can pass the ball down low too. So
hey, cousin.
So that should be it. I'm excited to see them all play. I'm excited to see that ball. Excited to see that basketball.
We gonna see.
No doubt.
Talk that bullshit now. We gonna see. Shout out to Dream, my favorite singer. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for being here. This is a pod named Kickback. Yeah. Special guest, So Mellow, Melanie Dionne. Yeah. We got the female perspective tonight.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Was it feminine enough? Because I know y'all don't like niggas.
It was like borderline. Like you were kind of like James Harden, but then you went to like Jamila Harden. So we'll accept that.
Okay.
I thought it was plenty feminine.
Okay, thank you, JB.
You do the busted challenge, and then it'll be totally feminine.
Let me see you do the busted challenge.
I'm gonna do it with one of your friends too.
I'm tired of you fucking my friends, bro.
I'm tired of.
No, you're not. You just asked her to bring some more.
I know, right? I mean, I'm about to say, let me look at him and tell this lie.
No, you're not.
I love to lie every day.
Right.
Shout out to all Mills friends that I. Anyway, moving on. Next week we'll be back with a brand new episode. Thank you for tuning in. It's a pod named Kickback. JB Frank, Melanie Dionne, No Breaks New. We love you here. Be safe. Take your sea moss and your black seed oil.
Nasty ass
and
shit.
your elderberry with zinc and your daily vitamins. And eat a healthy diet. And do a sit-up or two like I did in the middle of the podcast so you can get a 20-pack like I got.
Stay safe. Keep them goddamn masks on out there, y'all. We love you. Good night and God bless, man.
And
happy birthday, Leslie.
Happy birthday, Leslie.
Happy birthday, Michelle Obama.
Happy birthday, Michelle Obama. It was somebody else's birthday.
Those are the only two that matter.
Leah.
Oh, hey, happy birthday, Lee. My little sis. And Mark. Well, how about Martin Luther King?
His birthday was the 15th.
So was Leah's.
Okay.
And how about on the 14th, LL Cool J and Prince.
LL Cool J is
hard as hell. Battle anybody, I don't care. You tell. I ain't.
Tell.
They all.
Okay.
They're the rock the bells. Boop boop.
Y'all niggas look crazy as shit. That shit look crazy as fuck.
We out. Uno, we out, goddamn.
We out. Brat. All right. Sorry.